I've been using the Ray-Ban Meta glasses for skydiving for a very long time now, and I'm going to tell you exactly how does it work and what's it like to use them for skydiving. You've heard me talk about them before, and I'm going to talk a little more about it because this tech has really helped me record some intense stuff without actually getting carried away and looking for those crazy shots just cause you have to press this button to click a photo and hold the button to start recording the video. That's how easy it is. So I've got this question a lot. Once you're wearing the glasses and imagine you gotta have a helmet on, which is going to be like this. This is a half helmet of my Ola scooter that I have. So, but this part is always open, so you can, click here to start record and click here again to stop the recording, and that's how easy it is. You got to be precise with the timing. Earlier it had a 1 minute timer that you had to record the entire video. Now that's increased to 3 minutes, so that makes it a lot more accessible and you have a lot more time on you so that you can start recording. Once you're at the door, you have the signal green to open the doors. Green is for jumping. You have 3 signals, so as soon as you have the door open signal and you can start recording it. Why I've actually liked using the Ray-Ban Meta while skydiving is also cause when you have a big helmet, sometimes like this is my bike helmet, you gotta be sure to have everything strapped right, cause imagine that you've got a camera here on top of helmet. Things can get entangled here, and when you're a newbie, you want to be sure to have maximum safety. So when you have glasses which are inside your helmet, I know a skydiving helmet is a lot smaller, but still, see, again, this area is always accessible, so I was always able to take the videos. But this helmet right now is quite big. Skydiving helmets are even more compact and even more closer. I haven't been able to use a full face helmet while skydiving, use the Ray-Ban Meta cause it just got too much for me, and it's too close and you gotta shut the glass before you jump, so the access point here becomes very difficult and you can't press the button. So I've always used a half face helmet like my scooter helmet, and I've had that glass here. 1 minute, let me get it for you. Yeah, these you've seen them. People wear this while skydiving, so you just have to put them on like this. So we have this here, and there's a light here and there's a recording from here, and there's a hole here. This always comes in the way of me recording the skydive. But yeah, I mainly use the glasses to record pre and post skydiving stuff, which is also very cool because you see visuals like these from the parachute, which you can record.
I've made myself the best seat, the sofa seat. Vibes are crazy at 3,000 feet. Woo-hoo!
And you can remove this once you finished your skydive. So that's really been nice, and I've been able to get views like this. You can never compare cameras like these to maybe this, the Insta 360. I have the X4, or even the GoPro. I have the GoPro 10. I know it's a very old one of my favorite pieces of tech ever, because I have recorded a lot of things, a lot of memories with this one. They have a very wide field of view, so you can capture a lot more. So this does not come close to what this can offer, but again, this has its own place, and the usability, the ease with which things happen, and just to capture what's right in front of you is truly a lot of fun. The footage is not like the best because imagine the tech they've fit in such small. You can see the tech in this a little bit. I bought those ones where you can see how they've fit the part inside, how much space do they even have, and what it does for just being on your face. is truly remarkable, and I've used it a lot. So the ease with which I've been able to do this, the clicking photos and videos, is never been so easy in any of the devices. Also, when you have a camera on top of your head, there are lines going to be stuck on it, like there are chances of that happening, but this is never a possibility when there's something inside stuck to your face, which makes it much safer and are very feasible options for beginners to start taking videos. So I'm going to show you the interface where you can change the settings from 1 minute to 3 minutes, and it's usually on 1 minute mark, so you can change that to 3 minutes so that you can record longer. Let me press screen recording. It starts in 3 2 1. This is what the page looks like. I'm gonna go hit settings, go to general, no sorry, go back, go hit media, go to video settings. It's set on 1 minute. It can be set to 3 minutes by selecting this button here, and that's how easy it is. And once you have this on, you can record for up to 3 minutes. So like a final verdict would be, I'd give it a solid 6.5 or 7 for video quality while skydiving, but a solid 10 on 10 for feasibility and fun part. If you've ever thought of filming your jumps hands-free, I hope this helped. And if in case there are any other questions related to skydiving, I'd really be happy to answer them in the comments or by making a video. If you've liked the video, please be sure to subscribe. See you guys in the next one.